Top 10 Human Foods that are harmful to dogs. Hello pet lovers and welcome to The Pet Space. Dogs, man's best friend as most say. Sometimes you never really know what to feed them, and most of the time dogs can be opportunists when it comes to getting their paws on a treat they really want a taste of. But it would surprise you that some of our everyday food and drinks are not safe if they come in contact with them. More than 232,000 pet poisonings happen in the United States every year. Even though all of these poisonings are not food-related, common household foods are a common contributor to these numbers. Sometimes you just want to sneak your precious pet a little bit of what you're having even though they're not supposed to have it. Do you know that some everyday food that is consumed by you could pose a big threat to your dog's health? For all our dog lovers who are joining us today, we'll set our sights on these human foods that are harmful to your dogs. Here's a list of food you should avoid your dog from getting in contact with because of the fact that they are harmful to dogs. It would come in handy knowing what not to feed your dogs. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, please use a moment of your time to subscribe to more videos like this. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10. Avocado. Considering the fact that avocado is very healthy for human consumption, it might prove to be extremely harmful for your dog because of the fact that it can be affected by a toxin found in avocados called persin, which is poisonous for dogs. So if you happen to be growing avocados at home, keep your dog away from the plants. Persin is also found and most concentrated in the leaves, seed, and bark of the fruit. Number 9. Caffeine, tea, coffee. While it is good or necessary for humans to have a cup of caffeine every morning, make sure you don't let your dog have a sip. Caffeinated drinks, including tea, could cause muscle twitches, feeling heavy, fast breathing, among others, but at most, can be potentially fatal for your dogs. Symptoms of caffeine poisoning include restlessness, muscle tremors, fits, and bleeding, which clearly shows that caffeine is a no-go area for your dogs. So the next time you take a cup of coffee, make sure not to give your dog a sip. Number 8. Onion, garlic, and chives. Onion, garlic, and chives are found in many human foods, but unfortunately these ingredients can cause harm to your dog's red blood cells, leaving them anemic and weak. Symptoms of anemia include vomiting, little interest in food, dullness, and breathlessness. The onion family, whether dry, raw, or cooked, is particularly toxic for your dog, so it can equally cause gastrointestinal irritations. So next time you go out with your dogs and you're having a meal that contains the mentioned ingredients, try not to feed your dog some. Number 7. Grapes and raisins. Well, they are a healthy snack for humans, and it may feel like grapes and raisins are not supposed to be harmful for your dog, but unfortunately it would surprise you to know that they are poisonous and can lead to kidney failure. So for the safety of your dogs, stick to a bite-sized dog treat instead. Just a small amount of grapes and raisins can make your dog ill. Repeated vomiting is an early sign. Within a day, your dog may become lethargic and depressed. The best preventive measure is to keep grapes and raisins off counters and areas where your dog could possibly reach. If you're enjoying the video so far, please do us a favor and leave a comment in the comment section. Now that that's done, let's get back to it. Number 6. Alcohol and yeast. Alcohol and yeast, such as bread, may be good for a family dinner but can be poisonous for your dogs. So when you're having a few glasses of alcohol, try not to pour some for your pet, as it may cause them harm. It does not matter if they're over 21 in dog years. Alcohol has a huge impact on dogs even in small doses. The drink not only causes intoxication, as it normally does in humans, but it can lead to sickness, diarrhea, and even central nervous system damages, difficulty in breathing, problems with coordination, coma, and even death, and the smaller the dog, the greater the effect of alcohol. Number 5. Cooked bones in chicken and fish. It is well known that dogs love bones, but it is important you steer clear of cooked bones in your dog's food bowl, because bones from chicken and fish could cause choking and could also create punctures in your dog's digestive tract. Considering the fact that dogs love raw bones, RSPCA, Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, advises that when giving one to your dog, be sure to give them one that is at least wider than the width of your 3 middle fingers as a general guide. Number 4. Stone fruits. Stone fruits like peaches, apricots are a no-go for your dog because they have seeds that have cyanides in them, and the large pits may choke the dog. Citrus fruits and plants also contain a lot of citric acid, which in most cases cause stomachache and big problems for your dog's central nervous system at worst. Number 3. Dairy, including chocolate. When it's time for dessert after a good meal with the family, you might want to include your furry little friend into all the fun by giving him some ice cream, chocolate, or even the remainder of your milk in your cereal bowl. But unfortunately, like with most humans, dogs are lactose intolerant and as a result cause stomach aches and diarrhea, which means dairy-based treats are out of the question for your dogs. Chocolate, on the other hand, contains a stimulant called theobromine, which is found in dark chocolate in large amounts and is really toxic for dogs and can cause liver failure for your dog. Number 2. Bacon and other fatty meats. As a dog owner, it sure is hard to avoid slipping in some bacon into your dog's bowl for breakfast, but this is a bad habit because fatty meats can lead to sore stomachs for your dogs as well as pancreatitis, which can be very painful. Number 1. Candy and sweeteners. Like your little lad, you'd like to avoid them from taking too much candy in Halloween. But you might want to do the same for your dog because just like in humans, it could create problems for your dog's teeth. As for sweeteners, it could be very fatal for your pet because it contains xylitol, which can lead to possible liver failure. Chewing gum and drinks together with low-fat diet and sugar-free products, including peanut butter, are often laced with xylitol, and in a case where your dog digests one of these sweetened foods, they can go into hypoglycemia, which is linked to liver failure and blood clotting. Other things you should look out for is salt, broccoli, macadamia nuts, mushrooms, nutmeg and cinnamon, spicy food, tomatoes, and raw potatoes, tobacco, almonds, pistachios, raw eggs, and even your medication, as your dog may come into contact with those prescribed drugs and consume them, which can cause poisoning and sometimes death. So make sure you take note of all those items in order not to run the risk of harming your pet. If in any case where your pet has come in contact with the aforementioned human foods, even in the smallest amounts, it can be fatal for its health, so always act fast and take them to the vet. It is always important to know what your dog can't eat in order to avoid problems in the future that could cost the life of your pet. Please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. In order not to miss out on our next video, click on that bell button to receive a notification when we post a new video. And we'll see you next time.